I'm in my THOR RIZE 18M Class B RV, year model 2023, and I'm looking at the controller, and it's showing the batteries are full, 13.3, all of them. And then where you see the solar controller, it's showing that the output right now is 9.4 amps, and that's in the direct sunlight, clear day, Texas, noon, September the 21st, 2023. And so we know that the 200 watt panels can put out 9.4 max. But what happens is, if you go, see that right now I've got all the lights on and the refrigerator. But what happens is, if you go back to the lights, let me go back here and start turning them off, that will change that solar output. So now we'll go back to the solar here, and well, it's showing 9.2. It was 9.4 amps. And what I'm going to do now, I'll have to move down a little bit. I'm going to turn the refrigerator off, because you see the output is 9.2, okay? So let's check. The refrigerator is on. You turn it off over here, this little thing in the back. You got to really turn it. So I've got that off now, and we're going to see what it does to my thing up here. Okay, see, now the output has dropped to 3.7 amps, okay? So what that's telling me is this output is just showing the output needed to run whatever you need to run, all right? The panel is actually putting out over 9 amps, but you're not using it, so it shows the output and the current at 2.3 amps. So that means right now, with everything off, the RV is apparently pulling under a little under 2 amps. I don't know what it's doing. There's nothing on. I've got everything off. But again, the batteries are full. But so we know, or I know now, that, see, it's going on down. I guess it'll gradually go down, down, down. See, it's 1.8 amps here. I'm looking at this number right here. All right. And, yeah, so it's kind of bottomed out there at 1.8, 1.9. So that's apparently what is being used, ghost drain, okay? Now, so that means that you've got about 40 amps a day ghost drain, plus 100 amps to run your refrigerator. So you need to put in 140 amps. You've got two 100 amp batteries, AGM Series 31. So you've got 200 amps available. You can draw it down to about 40%. So, you know, you've got, I don't know, well, let's just call it round numbers. You've got roughly 100 amps in the batteries now stored, that so you could go one full day and your batteries would need to be recharged. So you've still got your generator, at 2,500 watt generator that'll fill these things up pretty quick. But yeah, now I'll go back and I'll turn on some lights and you'll see this current change here. Let's go up here, go to the lights, dink, 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 dink. Dink means I'm turning them on. Now we'll go back over here and go down, and you see now it's showing current at 7.3 amps. So basically what that output current is showing you is the current, the amount of power you're using inside or using in the RV, okay? So that tells me that with all the lights on, even though they're LED, the lights use about 6 amps per hour if you had them all on all the time, okay? So we can go back now and go to here, and let's just go to, oops, sorry about that. Go to here, lights, and let's just turn off a bunch of these we don't need. We don't need that one, that one. We're just going to leave one light on and see. Left one light on. Well, let's don't leave that one. Let's leave that one on. Yeah, we got the kitchen light on right there. One light, or it's actually 2 lights, 2 bulbs. And we'll go back to the power, and now you see it's showing 2.4 amps. Okay, so actually what it's doing is it's showing you what you're using is the output, all right? And the input, it shows 1.5 amps. I don't know what that means, but again, so you will get in peak sunshine slightly over 9 amps per hour with the 200 watt solar panels on the THOR RIZE 18M 2023. Okay, you can, that's peak. So you could say from 10 to around 3 p.m. you'd probably average about 8 amps available to charge your batteries. The batteries are full, so it's 13.8 volts. Doesn't get much better than that. Both, that's the coach and the chassis. That's this right up here. And so that is good to know. In that, what that tells me is if I've got good sunlight, that over half of my power to run the refrigerator mainly will be provided by solar. The rest will have to come from either driving the unit from location to location or running the generator. So how about that? So that's it. That's the review of the solar on the THOR RIZE 18M 2023. How about that? Yeah, and it gets 20 miles a gallon. Yeah, it's hot outside too. It's hot. It's getting hot inside. But yeah, so we're good. I'm going to turn the lights on. So you just go up here to the home, hit lights, turn the kitchen light off. They're all off now. Hit home again. You're back to the home. This is once you get used to operating that thing, then you pretty well got it. Just turn the air conditioner on. You punch that, but you got to have the generator on. And you can't run the generator and the microwave at the same time. So having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. Drink plenty of water. Use the Amazon. Like a stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. And a Class B is working fine for me as a daily driver and also a camper when I want it to be. So that's about all I can ask for. Enjoy. Adios.